Andrea's passion for community and belonging was awakened by the Lindt chocolate siege in Sydney in 2014, promoting her to begin Chocolate and Coffee Day for Religious Harmony. With 40 years in community leadership, she saw how the catalyst for change emerges with the invitation to the table. And so, Chocolate and Coffee Breaks was born to help nourish and create communities where people thrive and innovation flourishes. Now, as a speaker, author, and podcaster, she shares the message of the power of community that fulfills our deepest longings to find acceptance, sense belonging, and the opportunity to contribute. In this keynote, Andrea will speak on how belonging to a tribe empowers us to connect, grow, and fulfill our purpose. Will you please welcome Andrea Pudding?
Community is like a box of chocolates. There are many different colours and flavours. We don't necessarily know from the outside what flavour each chocolate is. However, each one together makes up a rich assortment of deliciousness to be enjoyed by all. In community, we have more than just our favourites. We have the whole diversity of flavours to explore. This box of chocolates that we call tribe exists because there is this something that binds us together. It is in this diversity that we can explore new ideas, find new perspectives, and have the opportunity to taste new flavours that may take us in directions that we never dreamed of. Yes, I have become obsessed with chocolate. And it's really unfortunate that I can't share it with you tonight. So I'll just have to share community with you. Because community is such an important part of our lives. And this year has really been a struggle for us to stay connected and to have the support and interaction we need. And we've been missing some of those simple things, such as smiles, hugs, and sharing chocolate. Now, community is really important to me because it's where I find my most joy and fulfillment, and also where I have the most success in my life. In a study of neurosynchronicity, MRIs were conducted on people, and they found that friends develop the same brain activity. So we respond to the world in the similar way as our friends and those we have in our proximity. So just like women who live together, their cycles come in sync, so does our brain activity comes into sync. So we tune our behavior according to those who are in our proximity. So there's this little quote, you may never have heard it before. Proximity is power. Now I know you've all heard that 1,000 times, but I have found that proximity is power, but it has the power to crush you, or it has the power to take you beyond your wildest dreams. In February 2012, no, it was January 2012, my husband and I were in Sydney, and we're at the Novotel Hotel in Darling Harbour. And at the time, I'd been looking for something positive to do with my life. And when a wedding party came in to celebrate their big day, I thought I'd share this with my husband. So I said to him, I've been thinking of getting a marriage celebrant's license. His response was, you couldn't do that. You couldn't stand up in front of people and speak. I did not know how to respond. And this sit with me for quite some time. I was really crushed started to doubt myself and to think, well, maybe I can't do that. Maybe all those visions and dreams that I had for my future were just dreams and fantasies. After all, who would know me better? He should know me better than anyone else. We've been together for time over 30 years. No, I didn't know what to think. So a few weeks later, it just suddenly hit me. I was like, what? Isn't this what I've trained for all my life? I've been speaking in front of people since I was this big. I'm a priest, a pastor. Isn't that what I do? Where have you been for those last 30 years? So I realized that he was actually seeing me through his eyes, through his ideals of his own life. And somewhere in that, I was still that 16-year-old shy girl that he met. I learned that day, at that time, that I couldn't just share my dreams and my visions with anybody. I had to make sure that the people around me were people who could help me achieve, who would support me in achieving those things that I had set out to achieve. So it was February in 2015 when I was standing on a warm summer's night, and I was standing on the streets of Springvale. Running towards me was 80-year-old Peter. Yes, 800, 80 years old, and yes, he was running. He was running towards me. And when he got to me, I was off in this 3.2K street circuit relay. I get to the first corner and I turn the corner and it suddenly hits me. I was the last runner of our team. I was the last runner of the night, and all the other teams had well gone before me. I didn't know where to go. I don't know this street circuit. Are the streets of Springvale safe at night? I'm here all alone. How did they talk me into this? I was a new member of the Knox Masters Athletics Club, so it's over 30s, and this was a competition against other clubs. And they said, it's only 3Ks, you can do it. And it's not who comes first, it's who gets their time, their estimated time. All right, I thought I would give it a go. So there I was. I don't know what I'm doing. Is this the next corner? Is this corner where I turn? I'll have to just turn and hope for the best. By now, my heart is ferociously pumping hard in my chest. My lungs feel like every last molecule of air has been squeezed out of them. I can't breathe. I want to stop. But I can't stop. I have to keep going. I have to keep going. Where do I go? The pangs of loneliness hit me. I have no idea where I'm going. There's no one to keep me company, no one to guide me, no one to show me the way. Do you ever feel like that? You start something and you run and you get down the road and suddenly it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. Can I just give up now? Will I stop? There's no one here to show me what to do. Sounds like my life. But I'm here now. I have to keep going, keep going, keep going. And I look up and I see running towards me 2 runners. Well, that's confusing. They're coming a different way than I'm going. And then I recognize it. It's Helen and Mike. And Mike comes up beside me and says, I've come to run with you. And he gets into sync with me and runs with me, talking with me, encouraging me, coaching me to get through this. It's still hard, but at least I'm not alone. I get to the next corner and there's Lavinia. She takes over from Mike and talks to me and helps me forget about the pain of running. I get to the next corner and there's Tracy waiting for me. And she says, come on, I'll get you to the finish line. This is painful by now. This is like a marathon to me. I know it's only 3Ks, but I've never run 3Ks before. My mind goes to that glorious supper that they had told me about. And I think everyone's going to be in the clubhouse enjoying their supper. And I'll be just running this street on my own. And then I saw the finish line, surrounded by a sea of blue shirts. My whole club was there waiting for me, cheering me on, and their cheers carried me over the finish line. I may have been the last person to cross that line that night, but I felt like a winner.
No doubt.
It was just incredible to be there. That night I learned so much about being in a team, what it meant to be in a tribe, to be there and take each step with somebody, to keep them going when things get tough, and to cheer them on and get them over that finish line. Now, I often think about the tribe as being like this. We work together, we learn together, we grow together, we develop together, and we certainly cry together and laugh together. But we support each other on this race and help each other to make it to the end. Because we all started this journey for a reason. We have this something, this passion that we want to share with the world. This something that drives us to take the next step, to make the next risk. And we support each other on this journey so that we can all get over the finish line together. Proximity is power. It has the power to crush the life out of you and make the possible impossible. And it also has the power to lift you up and take you to places that you never have thought of before and make the impossible possible. Whatever community or tribe you choose to belong to, make sure that you are in the proximity of people who will run with you and cheer you over that finish line. Thank you.